My name is Rabbi Mordechai Ginsbury of the Head of the United Synagogue, Raleigh Close.
The question I've been asked to address for this week's You and Us video is why we find at the top of some institutional and other letterheads the Hebrew letters Beis Hey or Beis Samach Dalet, or sometimes they appear in English characters B with a double apostrophe H or BS double apostrophe Dalet. These letters are an acronym standing for either Be'ezras Hashem, with the help of the Almighty, or in Aramaic B'siyata Dishmaya Beis Samach Dalet, which means with the help of heaven. The significance of these particular small letters at the top of a page is that we understand that whatever we may do with our very best efforts, intelligence and marshalling of our resources, experience of life, expertise, nothing can truly succeed, prosper and flourish without divine assistance and blessing. It's actually appropriate at the time of recording this message on the last day of Hanukkah, because one of the lessons of the Hanukkah lights is that whilst they highlight for us the miracle of the oil that should have burned for one day and lasted for 8, according to many commentators, that miracle itself is indicative of clear divine assistance, which is then reflected back to the military victory that the Hasmoneans secured over the Syrian Greeks, to show us that even the apparently mundane military victory couldn't have been secured without divine assistance. We have the concept in Hebrew of the Nes Nigler, the revealed, mefursam, publicized, clear miracle, highlighting the Nes Nistar, the miracle that otherwise one might consider to have been hidden or just to be the work of nature or mundane forces which have nothing to do with the divine. The believing and committed member of Am Yisrael, of the Jewish people, understands that nothing happens without divine assistance. There is the Midrashic teaching which tells us that Ein Adam Neikef Etzbo Milmata, a person doesn't even knock their finger down here on earth, Elohim Kein Machrizin Alav Milmala, unless there is a divine influence from the heavens above which decrees that that ultimately is going to happen to this individual at this time in this situation. By putting these letters at the top of our letterhead, we are invoking divine assistance even when writing a simple, ordinary letter on a relatively mundane or even trivial subject. Everything that we do requires divine assistance and blessing. So why the difference between the Beis Hey and the Beis Samach Dalet? Beis Hey, as I explained before, is Be'ezras Hashem, with the help of the Almighty. The second of those letters, Hey, represents Hashem, the name of God. Some authorities consider that that Hey itself, representing the name of God, may possibly be Shemos, something which has to be disposed of with respect because it contains the name of God and cannot just simply be thrown away or destroyed, as people often do throw away letters after they read them or dealt with them and maybe shredded or disposed of in some other way, in order to avoid infracting the sensitivity towards in some way being disrespectful to the name of God. Some prefer to use the Beit Samach Dalet, which means B'siyata Dishmai, with the help of heaven, which is a slightly more distant allusion to God and doesn't actually have his name there, even by way of hint or reference with the Hey, with the letter Hey. So they prefer to use Beis Samach Dalet so that there is no possible halachic objection to subsequently either throwing away or in some other way destroying or recycling that paper which has got the allusion to divine assistance. Either way, the idea of the Beit Hey or the Beit Samach Dalet at the top of a letter is a beautiful way of ensuring that all of our activities are indeed focused upon and imbued with that measure of secured divine assistance. And as the verse in Mishlei in Proverbs tells us, B'chol darachecha da'ehu, if you know the Almighty in all of your ways, engagements and activities, hu yiyasha erchusecho, He will ensure that He smooths and assists your way through all that you do in all your pathways in life.